Yeah, in this video I want to talk about something that I think is very, very important. That is something that is really affecting the progress of our children. That is holding them back for them to progress in their lives and in their journey to succeed. The first one is lack of clarity. It's difficult to know where you are going if you are not clear about the direction that we have to take. Clarity is very important, parents. Another one is fear of failure. I understand that there's something that is happening, in the school, because our children, if they don't perform well, they fail. There's a thing that they fail a subject, they fail a standard. That thing on its own has got the power to instill this thing of fear of failure, because failure is part of success. In personal development, we look at failure as something that is like a stepping stone to succeed. It's impossible to succeed without failing. But if you are afraid of failing, that means you won't even start. The reason why most of the people they start, because they've got this massive fear of failing. Because if they fail, that means people will start talking, people will start saying bad things about them. So that usually stop. They won't even start because they already have that thing of failing, fear of failing in their mind. So that is very important. Even us as parents, it's still affecting us, this thing of fear of failure. So I would like to encourage our children. If you look at the business world, if you look at the entrepreneurship, we get good entrepreneurs simply because of they were willing to fail several times. Others a lot. I'm one of those people. I failed a lot in my path as I was trying to build my career, build my businesses, build my staff, build my coaching business. I failed a lot, but failing, I understood that failing is part of it's like a bridge, the bridge to succeed. So very important that we need to encourage our children to start doing stuff. If they fail, we support them. We keep on supporting them even if they fail. And then negative peer pressure. There's always a peer pressure. They always get affected by peer pressure. We don't know what other children are saying to them. We don't know whether when they meet, we don't know what do they say to each other. So that thing on its own is also a problem, because if they are saying negative stuff, there's a pressure that is already there, peer pressure. We know about peer pressure, and that's something Leon, I think it's actually stopping them from progressing in their lives. So negative peer pressure, we have to make sure that we are always aware, who are the people that they surround themselves with. If you can get that thing right, to say who are the people that they surround themselves with, because remember, you become the average of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. So we have to make sure, if there's a lot of friends around the children, that is a red flag. It's a red flag. We need to make sure that we understand. We need to make sure that we sort of try to control that, and in fact make them aware. You cannot have more than 5 friends. That's a lot. Even 3 is still a lot. This 1 or 2, maybe. Yeah, but that's something that I want us to look at. Peer pressure, negative peer pressure. Too much noise from people who won't even big dream. People who don't have dreams, but they tell your child not to dream, or they tell your child things that they must do, and most of those things are negative stuff. And then no guidance or no mentorship, no coaching. Yeah, this is another one. It's a big one. There's a subject that I used to love when I was still in school, which was guidance class. I think while I was still in Itsuse, we used to have a class, a subject called guidance. I don't know what happened to it. I love that guidance. Maybe that's why I'm so passionate about personal development. In my mind, my wish was if we could just have the whole period of guidance from Monday to Friday. Because remember, we were not even writing tests, with the guidance subject. So then they turn it into, eventually it was turned into a free period. But I loved that subject. So guidance, mentorship, coaching, very important, because if they are working alone, and there's no one who's guiding them. That's also the reason why they stuck on whatever they want to do, and they stuck on their goals. So when someone else has already walked the path, if you already walk the path, it's easy for you to show them the right path. Tell them the thing that you can always see when there's a danger, and then we guide them, we mentor them to make sure that they are on the right path most of the time. Then the last one, digital distraction. This is big, but now it's but so the parents, this one is big. Digital distractions, too much scrolling, not enough building, not enough. Let's create more than consuming. Our children, they consume a lot of information on these digital devices. They always scroll all the time, on their cell phones. That is a distraction. Even cartoons sometimes during a dinner, you realize everyone is on their cell phone, including parents sometimes. So we need to start making sure that we bring back those moments of interaction, of talking. Sometimes our children, they've got big problems we don't know because we cannot see they've got issues because they are always on their cell phone. And some of the things that they read or learn about on these phones are what is actually causing them pain, emotional pain, mindset, affecting them mentally because of the things that they see, the things that they hear. If you allow negative stuff to enter your brain and to enter your mind, that has got the power to make you feel bad. And if you feel bad, that has also got the power to affect the behavior. So we need to make sure that we control this thing. I know it's not easy, but we need to find a way of avoiding this digital distraction by encouraging them to create more of, be the ones in the front of camera creating and talking about important stuff, not always being the one consuming, because that has got the power to affect their podcast. All right, I hope you got value on this mini video, this short video. I hope you got value. Yes, so if you want me to work with your child to help them, break free from these blocks, there's a link in the description below. Simply book a clarity call with me so I can see if maybe I can help your child to move from wherever they are to the next level. My name is Pheello Ntuka from Life Youth Academy, student success coach at Inspired Publishing. Until I see you on another video. Bye for now.